Good afternoon, True Life community. Just got off work, doing a little bit of laundry here, putting some away, and wanted to get on here. And I've had a handful of people reach out to me this past week. About 4 or 5 different people have reached out to me in various ways, Facebook Messenger and email, and the same thing from all of them is this is hard, referring to carnivore, in which all of them call it the carnivore diet. No problem there. I mean, not hating on you for calling it a diet, but for me personally, if I refer to it as a diet, I seem to be more likely to give up and quit in my past experience with other so-called diets or ways of eating, however you want to look at it. But look, this is the short of it for me, is to me, carnivore is the easiest weight loss journey I've ever had. Simple fact was, day 3, after come lunchtime, I wasn't hungry. So ultimately, my first 2 meals, I ate until I was comfortably full. Would eat until food started kind of losing its flavor a little bit, and then I would take a few more bites. Now, I'm not saying make yourself sick, but always when my food kind of starts to lose that taste, I know I'm getting full, so I take a few more bites. And I believe Dr. Berry calls it comfortably stuffed. So that's what I do. And by day 3, lunchtime, I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat until dinner time. And I'll say 95% of the time, I eat once a day. There are sometimes on Saturdays, for instance, I do work Saturdays, but sometimes my wife gets hungry midday and she fixes some bacon and eggs for us, and that's what we have. So, and then typically when I do that, I either eat dinner later or I don't eat as much for dinner. I'm not putting a limit on what I eat. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat until I'm comfortably stuffed. So that's how I do that. And, I just think, people are making it a little hard on themselves. Ultimately, if you look at it as a diet, in my opinion, it's going to be more difficult. Sorry, I'm adjusting my tripod here. But yes, guys, that's right. I put my laundry away. I washed it too. I'll be honest, I didn't always do that. My wife has trained me very well. No, I'm very blessed, for sure. So, like I said, with carnivore, let's just keep it simple. This is why I recommend beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for the first 3 weeks at least. It's not to limit yourself. It's to help you control the confusion and making it so hard. So if you have beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and you know that, you buy you a 3-week supply, one, you're going to save money on your grocery bill because you're not going to be buying a 2-pound bag of sugar, and you're not going to be buying Dr. Pepper Zero and Coke Zero and all this other stuff that you would normally be getting. You're going to be saving money. At least I did. Now, my wife is not carnivore, so I do still buy some other things, but still, overall, in general, our grocery bill did go down. So that's what I recommend. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 3 weeks. That way, there's no confusion on it. You know what you're going to have. You don't have to wonder about it. Me, myself, I like to cook my bacon. I cook 3 pounds up for me and my wife for the whole week. That way it saves on some time, and we both like to occasionally, I like to snack on bacon occasionally. Most days I don't, but if I want a little snack, I'll go grab a few slices of bacon that are already cooked, and I'm good. And my wife actually likes to take it for a part of one of her meals. As I said, she's not doing carnivore, but she is eating a lot more protein, and it has been beneficial for her. She's having some good results with it overall, and but so for anyone that is struggling on carnivore and you're just getting started, I really honestly believe if you will just keep it simple and stick with the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 3 weeks, that'll get you over that hump to kind of break those cravings for the sugars and the carbs, and it'll take a lot of stress off of you because you won't have to think about it. And I believe you will start seeing results fairly quickly. I hope you do. I did. I saw results in the first 3 days. Snoring significantly reduced. My sleep apnea went away. Joint pain in my hands went away. And I was diagnosed with arthritis in my hands as a teenager. It had gotten so bad, other than taking over the counter painkillers and inflammation prescription medicines, I was putting a rice bag on my hand for 30 minutes at a time and alternating each hand which one I would work with and which one would have the rice bag. Day 3 of carnivore, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, that went away. So now, after your 3 weeks, feel free to go ahead and add in some other pork chops, or some, chicken, fish. I do recommend, if you have chicken or fish, the leaner cuts of meat, that you definitely add either some butter or beef tallow, something to get that fat in there, because you're going to need the fat, especially in the first 30 days. The fat's important. Remember, our brains are approximately 60% fat, and I believe we need those cells to regenerate, and I believe that they need fat to regenerate. And also, if your goal is to lose weight, you want fat to help burn fat, as your body will recognize you are giving it the appropriate amount of fat, and it will say, oh, I don't need this stored fat. So it will start burning that off for energy. And then eventually, when you get to your goal weight, by the way, I weighed in this morning and I am down to 185, which was my original goal weight. And I had changed it to 180 there for a while, but I'm pretty stoked about 185. I'm not even trying to lose weight anymore. I really haven't been weighing for about the last 6-7 weeks. But fixing to go on vacation on the cruise with my parents. I'll be heading down in Friday morning, so to Galveston, and we're getting on the ship Saturday, and looking forward to having a good time with my parents there. Very blessed to have this opportunity. And as I've said before, I do plan to stick fairly close to carnivore, so hopefully that goes well. I will be trying to post some content from the cruise, so Not going to promise that it's all carnivore related. I'm going to try to stick to it, though, and we'll see how that goes, though. I do want to make this vacation all about my parents, though. They've earned this, and very blessed for this, so we're going to have a good time. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to get over here and say, don't overcomplicate it. Let's keep it simple. You know, like I said, after 3 weeks, if you want to start adding some other things in, do that. That's just fine. Now, honestly, I would recommend that you go, especially if you're trying to get rid of some autoimmune diseases or some severe inflammation, I would avoid adding any carbs or any type of sugar back in. I mean, honestly, I've banned sugar from my life. No sugar. Let's just put a big X over that. No sugar. Ever. If you can help it. I mean, I get there's a lot of pressures. But for me, I did, on the last cruise in June, I did take a small bite of a dessert that I knew that had sugar in it. And within minutes, the inflammation in my hands came back. Now, it went away in a few hours, but it was there, and it wasn't severe, but it was there. It was enough to let me know that that one bite was too much for me. So everyone have a wonderful day, and just be blessed and do your best to achieve your true clean life, whatever that may be for you. True clean life is different for everyone. I hope to see anyone that happens to be cruising on the Carnival Jubilee this week, starting Saturday the 28th. Feel free to, if you see me and recognize me, feel free to come up and talk to me. I love to talk about this. This is the whole purpose, is to help people. But I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully I'll post something here in the next few days. Everyone have a great day. Bye.